Yay.
Hi.
Okay, there we go. We got it.
Hello,
Sorry
hello.
about that.
No.
Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am still sick.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but I think I'm at the end of it, hopefully. So yeah,
Okay, well, we'll make this super quick so you can go and take care of yourself. Yes.
definitely, definitely. So first and foremost, I want you to introduce yourself. This is gonna be on Signature Series Network. This is on Roku TV, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. And
Cool.
before you do, I'm gonna go ahead and do our intro. And this is me saying like 2 lines. So,
Yeah.
hi everyone, it's your girl Kay Will. I am here with Miss Shannon. I am going to be interviewing her with her song On Me. And here she is in the live to introduce herself.
Hello. My name is Shannon Sionna. I am a neo soul funk singer from San Antonio, Texas. Um, nice to meet you. Happy to be here.
Awesome. All right, so we're gonna kind of go right into what what got you into writing this song on me. Was it
Yeah.
for somebody or like was it just
No, it wasn't for anybody specific. I would say it was more about a certain phase in my life. I was newly single and I was rediscovering, that kind of flirty single side of my life that I hadn't experienced in almost 5 years. Um, so it was just my personal experience of getting back to the streets.
nice, nice? I
Yeah.
like um I like how a lot of your songs that I've listened to so far are kind of like that, and it kind of to me tell a story of the pain and the hurt, and as well as like you know what, instead of wallowing in your pain, you're like, man, I got this. I'm a
Yeah.
queen, Tell me a little bit about what kind of projects you're doing so far, and are they similar to what was going on in these songs?
You mean like what my life is like right now? My life is nothing like what it
Yeah,
was in these songs. No. I'm very happy in my life right now. I am happily committed in a relationship. I live with my partner. He is downstairs, I think. I have beautiful pets. I'm enjoying life a lot right now. I think that it's much easier to songwrite when you are going through something.
yes,
Definitely all of my songs are from personal experience. Um, I really can only speak for myself as a songwriter, but to me, I cannot write about anything except what has actually happened to me. A big part of my brand is being authentic and genuine. So, and practicing what I preach. So I try my best to do that, whether it be my day-to-day life or, when it comes to entertaining. I try really hard to practice what I preach.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like it should be that way. A lot of people these days they tend to write about things that they haven't experienced yet,
Mm.
or just like what they want to do, but it's never really what's going on with them. So I
Yeah.
love when I get to reach out to artists who actually have the authentic story going on in their music. So
I
yeah,
mean, manifesting is amazing. I do it privately. I'm just such a perfectionist that I don't have it in me to give people that raw. So
yeah,
it's best to just speak on what's already happened. Yeah.
exactly. So what got you into music? Is it because of this pain that you've been through, or hi?
Yeah, that's Sean. All right. um, I'm sorry. Can you repeat your question? Sorry, he distracted me.
So what got you into music? Was it because of the pain that you described or anything similar?
Oh, no. It comes from a very happy place. Both of my parents are super musical. My mother used to dance, and my father sings. Both of them are in their 60s, so they both kind of were raised around the same genre of music, which was Motown, Soul Train at that time. So that is what I was raised up on. The first entertainer I ever saw not live, but like the first entertainer I had ever seen perform was Selena Quintanilla.
Nice.
For to her 1995 concert. That was the first time I had ever seen somebody perform live. So my parents are definitely one of the biggest influences around surrounding my music. But I would also say that it very much varies. I could go from listening to Broadway musicals to Queen to Kenny G to classical. Like I listen to everything. So I think that strictly R&B or soul music definitely comes from my parents. Yeah.
That's beautiful. So,
Mhm.
so you said they're your inspiration basically. So they are very supportive in what you do as well, correct?
Yeah, yeah. My parents are very supportive of me. Um, I would say my mother has been more um, 10 toes on the ground than my father. My father just wanted to make sure that I was taken care of pretty much and that I was doing what I needed to do to be a sustaining adult, which I understand now in hindsight. And I have a very loving relationship with both my parents. My father just never really went the professional route with it, so he had his own precautions. But like I said, they were very like it makes sense. If I were a parent, I would have the same precautions. So, yeah, my parents are very supportive. I think that it would be a lot harder if they weren't because it's already hard enough being an independent artist. If you don't have support in your inner circle, it can be really tough. Yeah.
Totally agree. And I really feel I like the fact that you said support is actually very vital because like with me, I used to write a lot of music and I didn't really have the support, so I stopped. And when you don't have that support, it's basically you either stop or you just go down. You could go down the wrong path. Some
Right.
people without support do actually make it. So I can't say all, but me, it was a bad experience not to have somebody in my corner, like family wise, that had my
Yeah.
back with it. So definitely
You
understand.
know, I have a huge support system, and there are still some days where I feel like giving up. So, you should try again. Now
Definitely.
that you're a little, a few years older, you've experienced a little bit more life. Um, but I definitely feel you on the giving up part. Life is rough. Being a human is rough, and being a decent one is even more tough. So,
So what do you do when you feel like you want to give up? How do you get past that?
in the past, I would really try to rush through that feeling and like not be in the moment of it. These days, I just let myself feel what I need to feel.
Mhm.
Trying to make myself snap out of it or just, pretend or fake it till you make it. That's not me. That's, like I said, not anything like my branding. So I'm very serious about, like I said, practicing what I preach. And that also means giving myself an opportunity to be human and be vulnerable with myself. Um, I am very open. I'm an open book. People know a lot about my life. And I'm very open about that side of my life too. I feel like, especially these days on social media, everybody only posts the good, like when they are going through something good, and they tend to fall silent or disappear when things are going wrong. And I try to make it a point to be very present and active during my time, like my low times, um, to normalize it, really, um, so that other people can give themselves a break and understand that this is just natural. And the sooner you get over it is by going through it, which sucks. But if you don't, then you'll just suppress, and then you're gonna blow up probably at the
Exactly.
wrong person. And it's just not a good way to live. You're not putting yourself first. You're giving yourself enough credit.
Definitely understand that. I used to be one
Mm.
of those people, so I this right here, yeah.
Yeah,
I like
girl.
it. So, yep.
Yes, be easy on yourself. Yes, you gotta be kind to yourself. Um, I think one of the best and worst things that a person can do is put themselves first. It's all about balance. Go stream my song "Balance" if you haven't already. I think that is very important. I think it is very important to maintain that balance of making sure you take care of yourself so that you can take care of others.
I love that you put that in your music as well. Like you're very transparent when it comes to music and what you have to say because I feel like you understand. Like a lot of people miss this, but your voice is vital. Your voice is going out to millions of people. and it's going into their actions and their way of their thinking, their way of thought, the way that they go about things, how they feel about themselves. So your voice is heard by the world and
Mm.
can influence so many other people. So the fact that you're doing this, can definitely, yeah, change somebody's life.
Yeah, well, thank you. I am definitely not doing this for. Okay, well, I was going to say I'm not doing it for the money, but that's not true because I would just like to get to a point where I don't have to worry about bills.
Yes.
But I feel like that's everybody's dream. My dream is not to have 10 cars or
Yeah.
a bunch of chains. That's not my dream. I would like a plot of land and to help my mom out a little bit. But other than that, I am doing this for the purpose of trying to save our planet, bringing awareness, using my platform to bring awareness to things like human vulnerability or being transparent or environmental activism or political activism or whatever it seems to be the topic of the day. You will be hearing my voice. I am not one to be silent. I've lost a lot of people on the way of making that a habit, but I feel like it gives people a clear message that I'm not going to fold.
Exactly.
I'm not going to fold on my opinion. I'm not going to fold on my actions. Regardless, I will stay true. So I can't say that for everybody. I also, like I said, both my parents are older. I am definitely an old soul. I would say I'm about 67 inside. So the music back in the day compared to the music today is very different. I think that it is very, I think it is filled with things that aren't about the music. And my goal is to bring the music back, is to bring some meaning back to the music, speak on, all the music back in the day was, even if it wasn't happening to the singer singing it, whoever wrote the song, it was very transparent and easily portrayed that they were singing about something personal. And I think that's why music is so important, is because it can become personal for people. It can heal people. It can, support people. It can be a venue of escape for people. It's very important. So, and I think that we have lost sight on the true meaning of why music is so important. So anything I can do to help bring that importance back, I will do so.
What would you tell the artists of today, depending on their message and everything? How would you, well, basically, yeah, what advice would you give to the artists of today?
Just be true to yourself. I can't really speak on anybody else or anybody else's experience or why anybody else releases or does whatever they want to do. I can only speak on myself. I can only be the best version of me every day that I can try to be. And I guess that would be my advice, is to just be true to you. Be honest with yourself, be honest with others about who you are, and life will be 10 times easier. It's already difficult enough. Lying about yourself or hiding yourself is just going to make it 10 times more complicated. So be easy on yourself. Be easy on yourself. Maintain balance. Be easy on yourself. That's my advice, because this is, like Nipsey said, it's definitely a marathon. It's not overnight, and you don't want it to be overnight, because what goes up that quick will come down just as fast, and it won't be worth it. So just take your time. Be easy on yourself. I speak to myself while I say that.
Well, you're speaking to me too. So.
Yes, girl. Yes. Take my advice. Take it.
Yes. Got it. All right. So you seem to be fairly young, though, but you have a really good mindset. You get this from your parents or the music, or how do you grow your mindset?
I am 26.
Yes.
I have no proof of this, but it feels like I've lived a lot of lifetimes. I can't explain that. I feel like I have experienced a lot. When I see things, I get deja vu about a lot of things. I feel like a lot of the knowledge that comes through me is not from me. I'm just a vessel So whatever information wants to come through, that it will. I'm not saying I have any premonitions or anything like that. I'm not Raven Simone, but um, I would definitely say that my emotions, the things that I feel, how deeply I feel them about certain situations, it's definitely not something that could just be from this current reality because it's
Yeah.
not that close connected to me. This world's crazy, you know? Soul is, I don't know if you've seen the movie Soul, but that's a great example of how many different lifetimes or ways you could live. I don't know. I don't have a strong answer for it because I wouldn't necessarily say I got everything from my parents. I wouldn't say that they didn't give me a lot of life advice, but I think a lot of my knowledge came from my own life, my
Hmm.
own experiences, things that I may not be able to articulate. Because I don't know how to say, I don't know why I feel these certain things or why I feel them so deeply. I don't know. Um, it's a good thing and a bad thing. Sometimes it's super overwhelming. Other times I feel super in tune. So it's a blessing and a curse. Yeah.
Well, I feel like I mean, yes, I agree with that, but more of a blessing than a curse because you get to teach other people and it goes throughout your music. It goes through even who you are as a person. You can reach out. I mean, you're very versatile. You get what I'm saying? Like you aren't just, straightforward,
Yeah.
just you could literally reach 1,000 souls just being who you are and change them for the better. And I definitely feel that about you. That's part of the reason why I really want to get you on our platforms, especially Bible with K-Will, or not Bible with K-Will's Interrogation Room. Definitely Bible with K-Will though. But I love who you are as a person and how you portray yourself in your music and like outside of music and just you're very transparent like I said how just like you said and I'm very glad for you you're doing this.
Well, thank you. Yes, I'm so glad that fate brought you to me. I thank you for all your kind words. It does get very difficult, especially in the quiet moments when we're by ourselves and we question ourselves, which I think everybody does in their own genre of life purpose. But it
Mhm.
is nice to hear verbal uh, confirmation that this is what I'm supposed to be doing because um, sometimes I question it myself. I'm still human. I don't understand all the workings. So, um, thank you for saying that. I will continue to do my part, do what I think I'm here for. I do have some projects coming up soon. They aren't necessarily mine. Um, I have a song that I'm featured on with Cynthia Lee Fontaine from RuPaul's Drag Race. Uh, it will be coming out. A soft release date is August. I don't know all the details. But that is something to look forward to in our music video. I'm very excited about that. And then eventually I will be dropping an album. I don't have many details on that. I am going through some life changes, so
Yes.
um, it might not be me releasing this next album. It might be a label. So whatever my fate is supposed to be, it will happen that way. So I will definitely keep y'all informed on my
Oh yeah.
upcoming projects when they come out. Hopefully soon I'll be able to make a trip down to South Florida. The only time I've ever been is Disney World. But my boyfriend is dying to go down there. Yeah, I know. And my boyfriend's dying to go down there. He loves the reptiles. He really wants to move down there. So that's probably not going to work out in my favor very well when we come and visit because he's
Well,
going to try to convince me to move to Florida. So I need to
oh
be
my god.
prepared. I need to be prepared. But I am very excited. I am excited for the friendship we have made. And it's only going to get better from here.
But yes, I love girl. Yeah, yeah. You need to move to South Florida. All right. Oh,
Yes. I'm saying yes. You know,
yo.
it
So
just takes way too long to do the whole face and to get ready, and it just
I
takes
mean,
too long.
look, I look sick right now.
No, you don't. You look beautiful. Oh no, I don't think if you didn't tell people you were sick, don't tell on yourself, girl. Don't tell
I
on yourself.
know.
Yes, you look
I feel
great.
like I feel it all in me. I'm just like, all right. It's just a
Oh
cold.
no.
Like when it hits you,
Mm.
it's like, uh. because
Ooh.
I don't think like that. So
My father's solution to everything is castor oil. I don't even know what kind of sense that makes. That's probably not advice I should be giving. But if you come across it, maybe just take a little sip of it. But if it does not work for you, please do not blame me. You could blame my father.
your dad.
I blame my father. I don't know why. He says it with his chest. Maybe something needs to happen so he can quiet down a little bit, because it's every time for everything. A bug bite, take some castor oil. Like, it doesn't solve everything, Dad. I don't even know what it does. I don't even know what castor means. Like, I need a description. Really, really. But if you come across it, you let me know, because I
Oh
ain't
yeah,
taking
definitely. I'm
it.
gonna have my boyfriend try it out first.
There you go.
Do precautions, and
There
then
you
we'll go.
go. That's
Yeah.
right, girl. Yes, you let me know. You keep me updated.
If it kills him, I'd be like, oh, your dad's wrong. My bad.
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
type.
just bring me back the report.
Of course,
Just
yeah,
bring
of
me back
course.
the report.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got you. Got you. Yo. All right. Let's go back into this real quick because I want to know, what's your favorite song that you've released so far?
My personal favorite is Balance.
Yeah.
I think that is the song that relates most to my life even today. Something I'm still striving to find. It's my
Yeah.
favorite musical piece. I love the saxophone in there. The saxophone is one of my favorite instruments. So to be able to, that was not on the original beat when I purchased it. I had Kevin Davison come in and do lifetime saxophone. I also had my guitarist hop on there. Shout out Chris. Um, I think it's the only project to date that has made me cry when listening back to it, of being so proud of myself. That's not true. When I released Boy Bye, that was probably one of my most emotional moments, because it was right after my music manager killed himself, passed away from suicide. Um, that was in 2016. It took me about 2 years, and then in 2019, I released Boy Bye and the mixtape 2016. So besides Boy Bye, I would say that Balance is the most emotional that I've ever gotten over a song. It takes a lot to make me emotional over my own
Yeah.
music. Just because I'm such a perfectionist. I don't know if anybody knows what this means, but I'm a triple Capricorn. My sun, moon, and Mercury are all Capricorn. I'm a Gemini rising. So I am super, super perfectionist. I hold myself to a very high standard. I expect a lot out of myself. So to be able to make myself feel that type of genuine emotion out of a record that I wrote was intense.
Wow.
And it's like my baby, I would say, to date. Yeah, that's still my favorite.
Wow. That's awesome. So when you write these or when you do the music videos to these songs, do you get emotional as well? Like, do you ever come to the term of like want to cry?
No, I got my bachelor's in theater. So
Okay.
acting it's more of an acting
Yes.
side of it. And when it comes to my music videos, I direct all of my own, except for the Streets. King Savage did help me direct that. But it's mainly my own directing, my own, storyline, my own storyboards. I will pull from things that have inspired me in the past, or things that are like staples in my past. For example, for On Me, there was a movie that came out in early 2000s. I don't know if anybody remembers it. It was called From Justin to Kelly, and it was the
Yes.
American Idol winners. Yes,
Yeah.
love the
Of
movie. It
course.
was not a blockbuster hit, but I loved it to death. It was one of my favorite movies, and there's a
Yeah.
scene in there where that blonde girl Alexa is in the bar, and she's wearing that black dress that's tied up at her neck, and she's wearing the pearls, and she has that whole dance scene with the waiters. That's the inspiration I got for On Me. I'm wearing the pearls, I'm wearing the black dress. It's not the same style, but pretty much the same concept. And then the fantasy of me dancing with not multiple, but just one gentleman. But that's where I got the inspiration for On Me. It all just depends on what the song is entailing, what the song's message is. Some songs are like a lot aren't as deep as others. So like for the Streets or Trap Santa, those type of songs, it's much easier to be no, That's a lie. Let me reverse that.
You're
It is a
good.
lot. It is a lot more difficult
Yes.
for songs that do not have that much meaning, or not. I don't want
Yeah.
to say not that much meaning, but it is for fun songs
Mhm.
because as a actress, specifically a dramatic actress, it is very easy for me to think up dramatic scenarios, and it's very easy for me to think up, love stories or
Yes.
whatever it may be. It's much easier to think of rather than like partying scenes or like I don't know how to explain it. A lot of the videos you see today of like I'd say Money Duh or Sweetie or Doja
Yeah.
Cat or SZA, it's very like club or upbeat or just ass shaking, which is dope. I can't do it. I'm 67. I have bad knees. So it's not my thing.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit harder to navigate. Um, Also because I don't really make music like that. My music is much more for the listener. They,
Yeah.
they specifically put me on for a reason. That doesn't mean that it doesn't vary. I've had people tell me that they listen to it with their homies when they're lighting up and
Yeah.
smoking, and then they can listen to it with their grandma, they can listen to it with their nieces. And that was a very important aspect of myself as an artist, was I wanted to be able to uh, connect with people who were older than me and younger than me, because I feel like all the legends have been able to do that. Whitney Houston, Anita Baker, Selena. I mean, people are talking about Selena still today. She died
Exactly.
26 years ago. Like
Mhm.
that's and that's from just being a good person. So I don't think that my journey is the same journey as a lot of the top artists today. I don't say that as in mine's more important or means more. It's just not the same. So I can't look to them for inspiration, if that makes sense. I kind of have to
Exactly.
look to the past to make a new future, kind of revamp it. But I prefer it that way.
Girl,
Um,
you are on fire. You're just amazing. Continue.
Thank you.
Go on.
Oh no. I just prefer it that way. I connect with it more. There's no point if I can't connect with it. And I love On Me. It's a great track. I can't promise that I'll make more music like that because it's genuinely just not who I am. I'm a very private person when it comes to things like that.
Yes.
Um, and I just don't want that to be what my music revolves around when there's so many other important topics that need to be covered. I feel like in that
Yeah.
genre we got it covered. I feel like we have enough people talk about it. Like we're good. Like we don't need me to talk about it as well. And I can't relate, so it wouldn't be genuine. Um, so I'm just trying to you know stay in my lane and focus on my own journey.
I love that because when I listen to On Me compared to everything else I listen to, it is a little different from everything else.
Hmm.
It's definitely everything that you just stated. That's why I went like this. I was like, "Yo, yes, I
Yeah.
saw it. I saw it. I
Yeah.
mean, it's great. It's great. It's a beautiful piece. It's definitely a upgrade from what I hear every day with ass shaking and all this. You don't have to be half naked in a club to have a good
Yeah.
track, good music video, and
Right.
you brought that class,
Yeah.
even
Thank
though
you.
it was, like yeah,
Yeah.
like it, you're talking about about the guy he should be dancing with you and this and that,
Yeah.
you made everything about in that video so classy, and so when I listened to it, it was so easy for me to replay it like back to back,
Mhm.
you know, and that's what I look for as well. And so when I listened to your other videos and everything, or saw your other videos, I was like, yeah, man, I can actually see this is who you are in every single video. Like you don't have to try so hard. You don't. I mean, yeah.
Well, thank you, thank you. And not to dog on the artists that are writing about those things. More power to them. That's where
Mhm.
they hold their power and their truth. And just because I can't relate doesn't mean that it's not genuine. So, more power to them. I can only, like I said, speak on what I know.
Yeah.
and what I've experienced, and I have just grown to be a more private person. Um, I I don't even really dance like on stage. Like I'm more. I mean, I move. You know, I definitely move around. And am an entertainer, but it's definitely much more about the music, about my voice, about the lyrics, about people connecting. Um, I do appreciate people like Beyonce. I mean, she freaking kills it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I am like Beyonce. I would say that I'm much more Whitney Houston, Anita Baker, as in the
Yeah.
sense of
Yeah.
performing. I Because it's not like I said, it's not for me. I'm just a vessel. Whether that be advice, whether it be music, whether it be whatever, a moment that needs to touch somebody, it's not me. It's just the power working through me. So, um, I think it's just the least I could do is be maintain my authenticity as far as that goes. No matter how much money is presented to me, no matter what kind of, you know, how much money is presented to me. Like the song with Cynthia Lee Fontaine, she's fierce, man.
Mhm.
She's really about her sexual power and does not mind portraying that. So even with this next song and music video coming out, I will definitely be out of my the
Yeah.
comfort zone that I placed for myself as far as the outfits that I'm wearing and the way I'm moving. But at the same time, like I said, I'm a vessel, an actress. I'm a performer. I'm an entertainer. So it's not personal.
Exactly.
It's just telling a story. So I will do what I need to do to get that story across. Um, I think that having, like you said, support is a huge
Yes.
deal. That also goes for romantic relationships. I don't think if I had Sean's support, it would be as easy for me to be free enough to let free enough so that I could create and not
Yeah.
feel like I'm disrespecting or crossing boundaries. We also have very good communication, so there's no issues there. But I think, yeah, I don't know. I can only speak for myself, but it seemed to work out for me so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was definitely gonna ask about your man, like how he felt about everything that you're doing and everything. Like and the reason why I wanted to ask was because a long time ago I was with somebody who kind of took my dream away at the moment, and because he wasn't supportive of it. Like I had the opportunity to go to New York and Paris and model, and I turned it down because he didn't want me to. You
Oh
know,
no,
it was
girl, you should have
pretty.
left him.
Oh yeah, he's older. So
Yeah.
at the time, like I felt like his support. It was either his support or nothing, and I
Mm,
didn't. He said no, so I didn't do it. And I was young and I was naive, but I definitely wanted to see how that portrayed on your end and how your boyfriend felt about it's been like on me, like how you're talking about another guy and everything. And
mm,
I understand you guys are like older and everything, but I know that some men get jealous
mm. That
and
ego.
I
Yeah.
either. So
I would actually say that I've been pretty lucky as far as partner support. I would say the one and only girl I ever dated, her name was Sydney. She was a singer. And I met her in New York, and
mhm.
she was one of the only ones who told me that it wasn't going to happen, the music. Like I shouldn't
Oh
try
wow.
professionally. And which was crazy because she like went to an art school, like was surrounded, was on TV, like that's what she did. So for her to come back and tell me like there is no career in this was very
Mhm.
disheartening, especially because she was on the forefront of it. Um, After her, I dated my ex, which was a period of about 5 years. And he was also artistically inclined. And in college, I created a acapella group called the Echoes Acapella. They're still running. They're
Mhm.
like on their sixth president, and that's how I met my ex. And he sang too. So there was always music as a something in common. Um,
Mhm.
My current boyfriend, we have actually known each other since sixth grade. We've known each
Wow.
other since 2006. We were never romantically involved up until over a year ago, but he he has been there for so long that it's not something that I had to discuss with him. He just this just was what it was. Like he's been around. We were always friends. We were always in the same. We had same classes. So he was there before Shannon Sionna was Shannon Sionna. I was just singing. I
Wow.
had quit cheer and went into choir. He was there when I was in band and he was in orchestra. So um, that was never really a conversation about this is what I want to do because I was already doing it when we got together. Um, I definitely had to, we had to communicate about, my plans as an artist and what I plan to do as far as music videos. I did not keep anything from him. As soon as I got the concept from me, the idea in my head, I talked to him about it. I didn't seek his approval of that because I just am not that type of. I'm an
Yeah.
alpha. And it's my business
Well,
and
I
it's
can tell.
my. So
Yeah.
what I say is what it is, what it's going to be
Yeah.
for my business. But we definitely have a respect for each other that if he came to me and said I am uncomfortable, I would not ignore that. I would not dismiss that. Because I want him to be comfortable. I want him to feel comfortable, supporting me and he's a lovely supporter and watches all my lives and does everything that he needs to do. And wants to do. So it's very easy. I think we lucked out by never being romantically involved, but always being around, and then um, things kind of naturally just happening. Another, like I said, huge part of my brand is environmental activism. I want to buy a plot of land and make like a reservation for what? A conservation. Sorry. Um, a conservation. Um, and buy like a whole bunch of land and just take care of animals and plants that are endangered or injured, and then send them back into the wild when they're taken care of. And my partner, that's a dream of his as well. That was not something we talked about years ago. That was not something that was ever communicated. It just kind of naturally that just became the people that we were. We are huge animal people. Him more reptiles. I'm definitely more mammal on the mammal side, but I think that was a very big bonus. We did have the musical side. He does play all the instruments. He's so good at playing musical instruments, and I do sing. But our passion and our future passion is the same, which is very lucky. Very lucky for us. So our goal is to, build a conservation and help rescue animals and plants. I would love to partner with Australia Zoo. That's one of
Awesome.
my life goals. What is that? My bucket list. I'd love to do that. Um, and then eventually, when I'm older, like I would love to just move on an island and not have people be able to contact me and just live off the land
Amen. Let's go.
and be very minimal, super
Yeah.
minimalist.
Yeah.
And when I die, make me a tree. That's where I'm at. So I just would like to get done what I need to get done so that my parents can be where they can be without stressing out. I
Right.
can pay to be a sustaining adult. And then I'm out of here, man. This corporate life ain't for me. Capital life ain't for me. Yeah.
Beautiful. That's my mindset right there. Yes, that's been my mindset for a minute now. So,
Do what I gotta do and get out.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a mother, so I definitely understand that 100%. I
I
have
do
three
not
kids.
have children. But I have a lot of fur animals. So
Well, you're
the
still healthy.
bills say I'm a mother. That's what it
Yeah,
says. The food bill and the medical bills say I'm the mother. So
straight up.
because they ain't paying.
I mean,
So
you don't put in time out, do you?
sometimes
Sometimes.
Terry, my little dog Terry, he's 3 years old, and sometimes he still gets in the trash. Yes, but no, my animals are very good. And everybody gets along. I used to have a ferret. They used to get along well with her too. We have a rhino iguana and a sulcata tortoise, and the dogs just that's the homies. So everybody lives in harmony. We have 2 beta fish, and at his mom's house we have our aquarium still. So we already have a little farm. It will be expanding a lot though.
And I know we've been on for a minute. I want to ask my last question. This is like not pertaining to music or anything like that. But since we're on the subject here, what's your favorite animal?
Dolphin. My favorite animal is a dolphin. When I was growing up, it was a horse. I have yet to ride a horse. Spirit. That was my Spirit themed parties and everything, girl. Class project. It was Spirit. It changed to dolphins maybe in high school. I met my first dolphin for my graduation. That was like my graduation gift. I just love them. I just love them so much. I love that they can communicate with each other. I love how smart they are. I love the noises that they make. I just love them. I just love them so much. Any sea mammal really has a special place in my heart. But I would love to be able to rescue dolphins from like dolphin hunting or whatever. I would love to be able to save our ocean. I think that's another reason why I turned to environmental activism, is because I fell in love with the dolphins. But yeah, that's definitely my favorite animal.
That's awesome. I have not yet seen a dolphin, but I have ridden a lot of horses. So.
Oh, see, yeah, and I live in Texas, and there's horses literally all around me, and I have yet to ride a horse. My father lives in the country. Our neighbor has a horse, and I still have yet to. Babe, what's your favorite animal? My boyfriend's favorite animal is a pangolin. Go ahead and look that one up. A pangolin. Pangolin. What is it?
I have no idea.
It's the most endangered animal in the world.
Wow.
It's a mammal, but it has scales.
I am going to Google that.
And it looks like a big armadillo. Oh, our rhino iguana is right here if you'd like to check them out. We don't live in Florida, but we sure do have animals like we do.
Yeah.
This is Boca.
Oh my god.
He's a rhino iguana. I can't even. He's a rhino iguana. He gets about 4 to 5 feet long. He's a baby.
Wow.
Yeah, he's still just about over a year, so.
He's a good boy, though. This is like the chillest iguana you'll ever meet.
I can tell. Yeah. He's just like, he's vibing for real.
Oh, and then as you can see, the dogs that's their buddy, so they follow wherever. Yep. But yeah, that's my house on the hill story.
That's so awesome. You guys are amazing, man.
Thank you.
I hope I don't want to like rush it, but y'all know each other forever. So y'all need to get married, all right?
She says we need to get married, love. It's in the works. It's in the it's he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I can tell. Y'all
yeah, we ain't going nowhere. We are very happy here. We are in paradise here. So
that's what's up. And Blaze,
so it makes it hard. It makes it hard to write. You know? I mean, you could write love songs all day, but it's much easier to write heartbreak and about being sad and being angry about somebody. The cuss words roll out a lot easier than affection. So we'll see. We'll see what my album consists of.
Oh, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be like, all right, okay.
Connect the dots. Yes.
Yes. All right. Well, I don't want to take too much of your time, and I'm gonna go get some tea because
Yes, girl. Take care of yourself. This will not be the last. We will have many more conversations. Yes. Please take care of yourself. Oh God. That's a really big step.
I'm gonna say it loud so he can hear me.
I'm getting heat flashes. Yeah. Before we got together, he was looking to move there. So I definitely bombarded those plans a little bit. I know that it's gonna be coming. I gotta prepare myself. But you take care of yourself. Get better. Take care of your babies, and we will talk soon. It's been a pleasure. For sure.
Likewise. I hope you enjoy your night.
Thank you.
Night.
It is night. I'm an hour ahead of you. I got an hour on you. So I'm going to go to the grocery store, just like any other adult would. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm going to go eat.
All right, girl. All right. Well, until next time, mwah, it was lovely to meet you. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
She don't follow the trend, she don't get into gossip, she speaks with a purpose, has ears for what